Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
TBVsupporters.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record. My job, I know my job, I know my situation. I want to fight.
But it's gonna be worried.
TBVsupporters.com.
Yo. Good morning out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one. Happy motherfucking Monday, man. To everybody out there in the chat. What's going on, Roof 504? What's going on, PlayStation? But we're back to talk about some boxing. And Tyson Fury recently had a sit-down interview with Kugan Cassius of IFL TV. And he said some things about Dillian Whyte. He said some things about AJ. And this is what we're here for. One of the quotes that came from the interview: "If you quit once, you will quit again." That was Fury's take on the AJ and Ruiz fight. He thought that AJ showed the fact that he wanted to give up, the fact that he wanted to quit. And you know what? I'm gonna hold my opinion, and I'm just gonna go to the audio. But bigs up to everybody out there in the chat. Thank y'all for showing love. And if you're coming in right now, don't forget to go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. And the Skype lines are open. So if you want to call in, go ahead and call in now on Skype. But going to the audio.
Why he lost, but he still did. And it goes back to the same old thing as he gave up on himself. He wasn't knocked out in round 7. He jacked. He quit. He went down twice. He got back up twice. He didn't show the referee that he wanted to continue. Spat his gum shield out, stood in the corner holding onto the ropes. He quit. And that's it. Once you quit one time in your whole life, you're finished. Anybody can lose to a better man. Everybody loses.
Now, when you break it down like that, you know what I'm saying? He spat his gum shit out, which is totally true. He definitely spat his gum shit out. He did go to the corner and put both hands on the ropes. He did look to the corner and look to his corner and as if he didn't want to be in the ring. But quit is such a strong word, and I hate using the word because I never want to judge the heart or desire of a man, you know what I'm saying? Especially in a brutal sport like boxing, you know what I'm saying? These guys get in the ring and they get in the ring for fucking war. It's not like they're playing basketball or football or soccer or tennis. They're trying to literally take each other's heads off. So saying that a man quit is, I'm still not ready and I'm still not there yet, but I can see what Tyson Fury is trying to say. He didn't look as interested in that fight as somebody should have been on that level. And for the simple fact that I don't think he said no mas. I don't think he said ref, I can't go. And in my opinion, that's the definition of being a quitter. Sometimes we all face adversity where things seem harder, but we rise to the occasion. I don't know if AJ would have rose to the occasion on that night because he was getting beat up pretty good. And I do think it was a good stoppage by the ref, but I don't think that AJ was trying to quit in the sense. But I can definitely see where Fury is going with that angle. When you do all that in the ring, you leave the referee no choice but to make a decision. And the decision that the referee made, I think everybody is in agreement with that was the best decision for that fight. GG Allen said he quit. Cali Buzz was good. Nightlife was going on. Jimmy, what's going on, Jimmy? Everybody out there in the chat, man, showing love. Remember, you coming in, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. please smash that thumbs up button, man. It helps with the visibility of the show. And I will get to all super chats today. I have the super chat window open, so I will not be forgetting about any super chats today. I do apologize. It's been a hectic week. And yeah, man. But I got some more audio to play, and we're about to get to it right now. Second clip. Where is it? Where is it? Got it.
Can lose to a better man. Everybody loses. Muhammad Ali lost. Everybody will lose to a better man. But not all good men will quit. And once you quit once, it's an easy way to do it again under pressure. You might knock out another 10 bums, but there's always going to be that one man who'll make you jack again because you've done it once.
And that's Tyson Fury's like a whole thing. He keeps saying, man, you done it once, you done it once, you done it once. You look for a way out once. You look to the referee to save you once. You look to your corner to save you once. In boxing, you cannot do that. And I totally understand where Fury is coming from that point of view. In boxing is a sport where you're in the ring by yourself. Pretty much you're in it by yourself always, guys. And that mindset, even though you have a trainer and stuff, but that mindset you have to get into is one of just wartime. I mean, honestly, it's really wartime when these guys get in the ring. So I can see what Tyson Fury is saying about looking for a way out, and if you quit once, you'll quit again. And that's totally 100% true. I do believe if somebody gives up once, then it does make it easier for them to give up again. But I don't think that AJ necessarily gave up. But who am I? What do I know? Coming from a ex world champion, he felt like the guy gave up, and that's what it is. But one thing that I wanted to touch on before we change the topic, because I do have a Dylan Whyte clip that Tyson Fury was talking about Dylan Whyte, which was very, 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 very comical. But I came across a boxing scene article this morning, and it said 10 questions and answers in the aftermath of the Ruiz and Joshua fight. And I've kind of found that to be very interesting. Like, what did we find out? What do we know? And what do we go from here with this Ruiz and Joshua fight? So, without further ado, let's get to the first question. Was Andy Ruiz lucky? If you're out there in the chat, let me know if you thought he was lucky or not. If you think he was lucky, put lucky. If you think no, just push no. In my opinion, I don't think Andy Ruiz was lucky at all. I think he was prepared. I think there's a difference in being lucky and being prepared. But one thing my coach always told me, on the way to a championship or on the way to a title or on the way to any kind of accomplishment in life, well, not any kind, but sometimes luck is needed to propel you. But in my opinion, I don't think Andy Ruiz was lucky at all. I think he came out and really, really, really put the pedal to the metal and wanted to be. He wanted to become the first Mexican heavyweight champion in the world, and maybe that desire, that fire inside of him, pushed him to have one of those nights that he had. So to say Andy Ruiz was lucky, I do think that's a slight towards Andy Ruiz. And in no way, shape, or form, or fashion was he lucky. He's a decorated amateur. He has 33 professional fights, only lost one time to Joseph Parker, who had a good game plan in that fight. But to say that a guy was lucky, I can't go that far. And make no mistake about it. This article is not saying that he was lucky. They're just posing the question and having not a debate, but having the reader come up with their own interpretation. Cannot say that he was lucky. See, see, James, you're getting it all wrong. They posed the question. They weren't saying that he's lucky. That they're asking a question: was Ruiz lucky on the night? And I have to agree that he was not lucky. The second question is: did Joshua quit? And that's what we are here for, right? I think everybody in the chat is pretty much going to say Joshua quit. excluded myself. I don't think he quit. I think he I don't know what I think he did. I think the ref stopped the fight. I don't think if a guy wanted to quit, like I stated last week, you wouldn't get out the deck 4 times. It would be easier for you just to give up than keep on getting out the deck. I don't know many people who if you quit want to save face, and I don't think he was saving face in that fight. So I don't think he quit, but I think the general consensus in the chat, he quit. Mike Wilder told you he quit. Why do you believe Hearns over Wilder? I don't believe anybody on anybody. I'm going off what I see in the ring. It's not like Wilder my daddy or something like that, or Hearn my daddy. It's like, nigga, if I see something in the ring that I feel strongly about, then I'm gonna go with that narrative. I'm not gonna just let somebody else spoon feed me a narrative and let me re- regurgitate it on air. So there you go, brother. I mean, if you don't like my explanation, then I guess we won't have an agreement on that topic. But next question: was it a bad stoppage? Now this is the one that I wanted to get to. Was it a bad stoppage? Eddie Hearn came out and said, "Hell no, it wasn't a bad stoppage." Joshua didn't have his feet under him. Joshua wasn't. He was concussed. He didn't know where he was. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I do not think that was. I don't want to say it was a bad stoppage, but I do think that the ref could have gave Joshua a little bit more time. He could have went over there and picked up the mouthpiece and gave it back in there. If a guy gonna go out, shit, let's let's take him out. Like Andy said, if the ref would have let it keep going, I would have ended Joshua in devastating fashion. And maybe that's what we needed for a better conclusion for this fight. Was it a bad stoppage? Yeah, not bad. Was it a great stoppage? Yeah, it's right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? The ref did all he could to help Joshua proceed in that fight, but it just seemed like Joshua was either gassed in that fight or really was concussed, like Eddie Hearn said, because that temple shot, that temple shot in the third round really caught him off guard and really had him doing a very funky and funny dance. So was it a bad stoppage? No. Was it a great stoppage? No. If I was the referee, would I would have let it go on a little bit longer? Possibly. Would I would have picked the mouthpiece up and gave it to Joshua? Yes. Would I would have let it go on past that and possibly have Ruiz getting a devastating knockout? I would say, yeah. I wanted to see a guy go out on the shield, and for the simple fact Joshua got back up, it wasn't like he was just sitting on the ground. So if he got back up, then yeah, I wanted to see him go out. But I understand what the ref was doing by protecting the fighter. We've seen instance this weekend. These fighters need protection from themselves. So good stoppage by the referee. Next question. Does Joshua have a weak chin? Hmm. Does Joshua have a chin made out of sand or out of granite? What do you guys think? Does Joshua got a weak chin? In your opinion, does Joshua have a weak chin? I think uh the short answer is yes, right? It has to be yes. When you look at it, he got stunned by Povetkin, got stunned by Dylan White, got dropped by Vladimir Klitschko, got stunned by Andy Ruiz. I thought he got stunned by Parker in that fight, but the camera angle was so fucked up that I think they hid that shit. I mean, every camera angle I see is like something happened, but we don't know what happened. Uh, and I do believe that's it. I don't think anybody else really caught him. He had a tough time with tackling him, but tackling him never caught him flush. So, does Joshua have a weak chin? Yeah, man, that motherfucking chin made out of putty. I'm just going ahead and be real with you. That nigga chin is made out of putty. If you hit the nigga in the chin, his whole chin gon' fly to the left. So Joshua having a weak chin, I definitely believe he does have a weak chin. But having a weak chin does not necessarily exclude you from the competition in the heavyweight division. We seen Vladimir Klitschko didn't have the strongest chin in the world, but what he do? He got with a new trainer, refined the skill, and was able to uh make his career longer, have more longevity in his career just by changing trainer, getting with the Manuel Stewart, then Jonathan Banks. It was great for Vladimir. You know what I'm saying? He learned how to use his defense to his advantage and use his offense. You know what I'm saying? As a not a decoy, but as a secondary line of defense, in my opinion. But yeah, we got a super chat from Jimmy that the ref saved Anthony Joshua ass life. Andy would have destroyed AJ's career in fashion. UK thanks the ref. Everyone has a weak chin compared to Canelo size Triple G. Oh, okay. This is bunk. I'm out. Peace out, Berg. Take your bitch ass on there, nigga. But yeah, I definitely think that AJ's chin is not the top in the division. I think that maybe Wilder has a better chin. I don't know about Fury, you know what I'm saying, because we've seen him go down too, but we've seen him take some big shots from Wilder. So uh, I think his chin is weak and does have some vulnerabilities in that chin. Who wins the rematch? And you got opinion. In your opinion, who wins the rematch between Joshua and Andy Ruiz? Right now, I would say that if I had to pick somebody, and I know it might sound crazy, but I would pick Anthony Joshua in the rematch. And I know that there might not be a popular opinion, might not be something that you guys want to hear, but I do definitely think that maybe Joshua wasn't all there that night, or maybe Andy just had one of those nights that you write home about, that you tell your kids about. That hey, on this night, I was feeling unbeatable, and I went out there and did the impossible. So I would say that going into the rematch, I would lean toward Anthony Joshua, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ruiz was able to get him out of there in spectacular fashion. So I definitely, well, not spectacular fashion, but get him out of there like he did the first fight. Moving right along. Mm. How much can Andy Ruiz accomplish in the heavyweight division? And this is based off him winning the rematch again. If Andy was to win the rematch, how far would Andy go in this division? Would he be a threat to Deontay Wilder? Would he be a threat to Tyson Fury? Would he be a opponent for Dillian White or Ortiz or Kornacki or Areola? Where does Andy go after? Let's just say hypothetically after he beats AJ. I would like to see them. If later on this year he was successful against AJ, I would like to see Andy Ruiz get like a homecoming kind of tour. Maybe a fight in LA, maybe a fight in Mexico, maybe a fight down in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Get his name out there and really build his brand as the Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. Also, by doing this, you can propel and have a bigger fight for Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz maybe the summer of 2021, because we all know that Wilder has a fight with Ortiz lined up, and also he has a fight with Tyson Fury that's always already scheduled for springtime next year. So we know that Wilder is busy for the latter part of this year and the early part of next year. With that being said, I mean the if you're able to beat Joshua, man, Andy holds all the cards. He holds everything. He is the my opinion maybe not the best fighter in the a division, but definitely the most maybe the fighter with the biggest buzz by himself right now would definitely be Andy if he was able to beat Joshua. Where his career goes from after the rematch if he was to win, I'm not quite sure. I'm definitely not quite sure. My bad, you guys. Sorry, hold on, turn that bitch down. My bad, you guys. Hey, I got it working though. You know what I'm saying? I got the Skype man working. You feel me? So if you want to call in on Skype, man, let me know. I definitely got it working. But yeah, man, I just think Andy's Andy's like he holds all the cards. He really does. If he's able to beat Joshua this time coming around, then he is definitely going to be the man to beat in the division and the man that everybody looks to for possibly that big payday. Because we all know that in the, in this boxing thing, man, Mexicans, Americans, they support their fighters, and a guy like Andy Ruiz is definitely somebody that the Mexicans can get behind. So big ups to Andy, man. I'm just over the moon for Andy right now, man. I think that he is really, 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 really soaking it all in and like really taking it in like consideration. Like he is he kind of is what like this heavyweight division needed. Like we needed that breath of fresh air. It was too many people in the division that we were just glued on, and I'm glad Andy came and really just shook things up and really like injected that breath of fresh air to this division. I really really appreciate that from Andy, and I just wish him the best in the rematch. But like I said earlier, I don't know if he's gonna be able to beat Joshua in the rematch. But it is what it is. I'm not a sidekick, so I really don't know shit. What about the rumors? Look here, man. I'm not sure about all the rumors out there that he was knocked out. He was his dad was mad at so and so. I mean, it's not like we'll know anything definitive about what happened to AJ, or if anything did happen to AJ. At the end of the day, I think honestly, man, we can move past that because it don't matter no more. Andy Ruiz beat AJ, and when it goes down in the record books, it's not going to say, "Oh, AJ was hurt or concussed or he didn't look right." It's going to say L in that motherfucker. It's going to be a nice fat ass L in the record books. They're not going to make any excuses for AJ. So we got to stop making excuses for him right now. We got a super chat from my guy. Who we going out to, man? Let me get to my goddamn super chat right quick. Get to that super chat window. Go up, go up, go up, go up. We got a super chat from Sergio Gomez. Stephen A. Smith dissing Canelo and Ruiz thoughts. I thought it was distasteful. I thought Stephen A. was totally out of bounds, and he even tried to like double down on like what he said. He was just like, "I didn't say that he couldn't fight. I didn't say that he wasn't skilled. I just said that he looked like Butterbean." My nigga, what the fuck does Butterbean have to do with this conversation? Butterbean is not the caliber of fighter that Andy Ruiz was. And just because a man's body size or body type doesn't look appeasing to you, which I don't even know why you looking at another man's body for anyway, just because it doesn't look appeasing to you doesn't mean that the man can't fight. And I think that that's a big mistake made by a lot of people in this well, not people in the sport, but casuals in the sport. If you don't know boxing, then don't judge people just based off how they look or what they look like. I think it's really really distasteful. And I think that Stephen A. could have did a better job at trying to get his point across than mocking a guy and trying to make fun of a guy. I really did think that was distasteful, and I didn't like it. Was it the biggest upset ever? No, man, not even by a long shot. I mean, the way they made Buster Douglas seem back in the early '90s that he didn't have a chance against Mike Tyson. So I'm not gonna say it was the biggest upset in the world or ever, but it's definitely the biggest upset of this year. Maybe the biggest upset of the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Can we think of a bigger upset than Joshua? I mean, than Ruiz over Joshua like right now? On top of our head, like I don't. I'm not sure. Like maybe one happened last year that I didn't see coming, but I'm not. Maybe this is the biggest upset in the last couple of years, last 2 or 3 years. I would have to agree, but of all time, nah, I can't say it's the biggest upset of all time. Definitely can't do that. But yeah, man, that's it for that segment of the show. Little Fury, little Joshua, but we're going back to Fury, how we started, and we'll get to this another sound bite that I got for you. I want you guys to listen to what Tyson Fury says about Dillian White. This guy, Tyson Fury, is one of the most funniest guys that in boxing right now, and he's definitely needed in this sport. But let me get to the sound bite from him right quick, and we'll get to some callers after the sound bite and after I break it down.
Go on.
Dylan Whyte is a gym sweeper. So we're not even going to mention his name with mine anymore. In any more interviews, any more anything, not interested. So that's him cut straight out the equation, isn't it?
All right.
Because that's him. Not worth talking about.
Can you just tell me about the video you posted?
I'm not really interested. Not at all.
He called that man a gym sweeper. He called that man a gym sweeper. Like nigga, you sweep my gym for a living. Now Fury, you did come out and say if the WBC was to grant you and Dylan Whyte the fight for the WBC diamond belt, then you would take it. But now it seems like you not really want to take it. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you're a level above them, or you are a bigger star and you don't need to like necessarily fight contenders or fight eliminator bouts. But at the same time, you made the proposal. You made the proposal of fighting Dylan Whyte for the WBC diamond title. And I know people are going to say, well, Mike, he got Wilder next year and he got Thomas right now, but that'd be a perfect time to slide Dylan Whyte in at the end of this year. I mean, we would like to see that Whyte and Fury fight. It's been a lot of bad blood, a lot of talking, a lot of going back and forth. So with that being said, I would love to see Fury and Whyte in the ring. I think it would be big for the UK. I think it would be big for the heavyweight division. And at the end of the day, it's a good fight. It should be a good scrap, right? We got Fury 6'9", we got Dylan Whyte by 6'4". Massive reach advantage and height advantage for Fury. But we all know, man, Dylan Whyte's gonna come and fight. And Dylan Whyte definitely gonna come and fight. So with that being said, I would think it's a good fight for both guys. But let me hear that sound bite one more time, man. He called that nigga a gym sweeper. Hold on, man. Let me play that shit again.
Go on.
Dylan Whyte is a gym sweeper. So we're not even going to mention his name with mine anymore. In any more interviews, any more anything, not interested. So that's him cut straight out the equation, isn't it?
All right.
Because that's him. Not worth talking about.
Can you just tell me about the video you posted?
I'm not really interested. Not at all.
Man, Mr. Fury.
Man, shut that soft ass shit up, man.
Man, shut that soft ass shit up, man. Get in the ring with Dylan Whyte, man. Get the fans what we want. You telling me that a press conference with Dylan Whyte and Tyson Fury wouldn't be fucking legendary, wouldn't be viral? Those guys probably would fucking go ham at each other. The press conference, the back and forth, the face off, the what is it called when they sit down at the table? Behind the gloves, beyond the glove, well, the fuck it is. The gloves are off. Oh my God, man, that would be legendary. I would love to see that take place, but it just looks like it looks like Fury is not very interested in the Dylan Whyte fight, which I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I can't really blame him if you have a Deontay Wilder fight in your back pocket, and we all know that ESPN and Top Rank is gearing up for that with this fight this weekend against Tom Sports. They're trying to get Fury's name out there. That they're trying to like have him get impressive victory on ESPN this weekend. So we'll see how that fight plays out and see if the American public flocks to Tyson Fury and see how his numbers does this weekend on a big channel like ESPN. But let me see if there's anything else that I need to get to. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button and help with the visibility of the show. If you want to go one step farther, head over to ThaBoxingvoice.com. Patreon/ThaBoxingvoice.com and click on, damn, I fucked up. If you want to go one step farther, head over to Patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice and sign up for a Patreon membership as low as $3 a month, or you can go all the way up to our pound for pound tier, where we really, man, talk a lot of shit in the group chat. You'll be a part of the pre-pro. and you'll be a part of everything TBV from the inside. So if you want to be a pound per pound member, just go ahead and sign up. If you want to get the zone and use our hyperlink, check out the description box. The zone link is in the box. They have Golden Boy. They have the WBSS series, which is Regis Prograde versus Josh Taylor. Then they have the Donaire a new way, and they have Matchroom Boxing. So they have a lot of good shit on the zone. So go ahead and use our hyperlink to sign up. Right now, we're gonna go out to these callers. If you want to be a part of the conversation, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Only thing I do to be part of the conversation is add Nestor Gibbs on Skype, and I will get to you. Maybe they can't hear me. I don't know. Can they hear me on Skype? Yeah, we can hear y'all. And big ups to El Camino. Man, thank y'all for being the sponsors on these calls. They are the premier charging stations in the tri-state area. So if you are in the tri-state area and you have a smart car or a electric car, go ahead and check out El Camino charging ports in the tri-state area, man. They do a great job and provide great service. Going out to the Skype monster, man. Talking to Robert Bonilla on Skype. Robert Bonilla on Skype. Talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Mike?
What's up, man? Talk to me.
All right, first of all, I think it was a good stoppage, the AJ fight. That man was out of it. A lot of people say he quit. Yeah, you can say he quit, but unless you've been in that ring and you know how that shit feels, that's a little bit different. The boy didn't even know where he was. On your second point, Stephen A. Smith's a bum. That boy needs to shut his mouth or lace him up with somebody. Do something. He needs to stay in his lane.
You know damn well he ain't about to lace shit up.
Man, he's a bum. I hate that man. Like,
I don't hate him.
He talks good.
I just hate the fact when you speak about boxing, man, you got to be more informed. You know what I'm saying? The same way you're informed about basketball, be informed about boxing before you open your mouth.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but the way he went at it is like he attacked him. He attacked his character. Like he needs to sit his short ass on the couch and drop his basketball shit and shut up. But anyways, I'm not gonna get started on Steve. But as far as Fury, he's just talk, man. He talks too damn much. He's a great boxer. Doesn't have much power.
That's
and he's taking these bum ass fights.
That's what we need. We need somebody talking like that.
I know, but still, he does a little bit too much talking. He's the Conor McGregor of boxing. That's what he is. He runs his damn mouth too damn much. But no, it is what it is. You know, it's good for the sport. It's good to keep our limelight out there. You know what I mean? We get noticed because of people like that, just like the UFC did with Conor McGregor. But it's gonna come to a head, and they're gonna have to start fighting somebody. And I want to talk about one more thing, and I'll let you go. Oscar De La Hoya, I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if he's back on the yayo or if he's drinking too damn much, but he needs to cut that nonsense out. He needs to decide a fight. Huh?
What you mean?
You heard what he said, right? After the Triple G fight.
Yeah, he said, man, go get a belt.
He said, go get a belt. Don't fight a bum. Blah 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 blah. But long story short is that's what the public wants. We want to see Triple G versus Canelo again. Don't you?
Or are we tired of it? I mean, do we want to see that again? Or does the Zone and Triple G want that more than Canelo and Oscar and the viewing public?
Well, I agree. I agree that the Triple G wants it more, obviously. But look, he's still one of the best middleweights out there. All right, he just knocked out Rolls, which it's not much, but it's still a knockout, impressively. So I mean, he's got to fight somebody for a belt at the top of the division. Who else out there in that division can he fight besides the Canelos, the Jacobs? You know, which arguably Jacobs won that fight with Triple G. So, I mean, where do we go with that? I mean, it's still a great division. There's still a lot of good fights that can be made while they're all still relatively in their prime. So, that's what I want to see. I want to either see Jacobs and Canelo get a rematch, or Jacobs and Triple G get a rematch, or Triple G and Canelo go at it again. That's what I want to see. We still got to settle that. So I don't know. That's my call.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for the call, Robert. Going out to Stainless on Skype. Stainless on Skype, man. Talk to me.
Yo, what up, Mike?
What up, though?
Man, nothing, man. Listening to this Dosser. What do you say? Dosser, Tyson Fury talking shit some more, man. That's
all he do, man. Hey, it can't be fight with it can't be motherfucking a Fury fighting if he's not talking shit and making headlines.
Bro, who was that? Who you were saying was like the master troll yesterday?
Dylan Whyte.
Man, I think Tyson Fury trying to beat him out, bro.
But they both like 1A, man. I'm telling you, like both guys are very loquacious, like when they talk, and very funny in my opinion.
Yeah, but Tyson Fury started to sound like a sucker right now to me, man. Like, you can't keep talking shit to all these motherfuckers. Like, yeah, AJ lost his belts. He lost them. I don't think he quit. You know what I'm saying? The ref asked him, do you want to continue? He said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The ref said, fight off. He said, what's this? What's this? So, you know what I'm saying? But they'll be talking now like all of a sudden he quit, man. That's just disrespectful for one. Then he ain't fighting nobody, and it's no disrespect to Tom Schwartz or whatever my man name is he fighting. But clearly he ain't big enough to fight because ain't none of us talking about it. Ain't none of us getting up for it. Ain't none of us getting excited about it.
Nobody
so the only way he
is,
can
man.
bring
Nobody
attention to himself is to
Schwartz.
talk shit about. Yeah, the only way he can bring attention to himself is to talk shit about Joshua, to talk shit about Billy and Whyte. Because outside of that fight with Wilder, we don't really know who Tyson Fury is over here, other than that's that dude who had that boring ass fight with Vladimir Klitschko. So he got to be in the media talking his ass off because this ain't the UK. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't just gonna gravitate to him, just, you know what I'm saying? Because he just said a few niggas' names and shit. Like, you got to be out there with that. And Tyson ain't doing it, man. Tyson, man. This is my message for Tyson Fury, man. This the US, man. We don't talk about it, we do it. Quit talking about that shit. Get out there and do it. So I always say, man, please make sure you push the thumbs up and share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because it's TBV for life. If you ain't on Patreon, you stupid. Peace, Mike, man. You take it easy.
Yes, sir. Like Cindy said, man, if you ain't on Patreon, man, you're tripping right now. And if I decline your call on Skype, please accept the request that I'm sending to you. Annan and Jay, accept the request that I'm sending you. Going out to H Money on Skype. H Money on Skype, talk to me. H Money the shit. What up, homie? H Money going once.
Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And Mike, I got to salute the 2017 Rookie of the Year. You dig? My boy Marcus in DC. You heard me? And yeah, he paved the way for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna follow his footsteps. No, my brother No, Info Joe, my brother Jimmy J in the chat. Jimmy J, the king of border wars. Jimmy J wants all the smoke at 160. My brother Jake clearly. Loma King in the chat. You dig? We in here. My brother Deej. It's TMG. You dig? It's the money game. We in this bitch. But Mike, we all know Tyson Fury is a dope head. We all know Tyson Fury. Yeah, he's a crackhead, bro. He on that cocaine. He talking that gibberish every time he talking that bullshit, man. He ain't got no punching power. Tyson Fury hit like a girl, bro. You know what I'm saying? When was the last knockout? Give me the last knockout Tyson Fury had, Mike.
Safari.
Can you name it?
Safari.
And who's Safari? He's a bum. He's fighting Schwartz this week. He ain't getting no publicity. And Deontay Wilder said it best. Tyson Fury, he's a boring fighter, Mike. Nobody want to watch him. That's why he always clout chasing. He always talking shit because he high. And I want to talk about, TBV being the best. Mike holding it down. You know what I'm saying? We in here, man. Mike, Andy Ruiz gonna win the rematch, Mike. I'm telling you. Anthony Joshua, he's done. He's finished. You don't come to America and debut by quitting. You don't do that. We don't let that slide. In the UK, they don't let that slide. You think Eddie Hearn, man, make that man the champion, and he gonna quit on Eddie Hearn, quit on Matchroom Boxing? Nah, Mike, we got Usyk. Usyk is a gold medalist too. Usyk was undisputed. He moving up to heavyweight. He gonna give Deontay Wilder that super fight because Anthony Joshua, he couldn't do it. He couldn't make it, Mike. He couldn't stay undefeated. You dig?
Yes, sir.
He's the new prince. He's the new Prince Nassim Hamed. He's the new prince. Let's bury him. They would have buried Deontay Wilder. They would have buried our champion. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Thanks for your college money, man. Great call, man. Love the energy. Going out to Dallas Cowboys on Skype. Dallas Cowboys on Skype. Rod 870, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what up, Mike?
What up, though?
Hey, although I do agree with everybody saying that Fury needs to shut the fuck up and he's always talking shit, but he ain't really fighting anybody. If there is some truth to what he said, I've never seen a boxer what AJ did to me, he quit because even if you was out of, maybe he was out of it. If he was out of it and he had a concussion, then I kind of understand why he went back to the ropes. But to me, it didn't seem like it at the time. It seems as if he just didn't want to come forward and he actually quit in my eyes. And I do believe it's true what Tyson Fury said that once every fighter I've seen over the last 15 years that was able to take a knee or just quit or just stand down, they would do it again. It happens. You know, if you learn, Floyd Mayweather used to always say, I don't lose because I don't know how to lose. And fighters that he fought with losses on that record, he said that fighter knew how to lose. So if he took that fighter to deep waters and put that fighter in a situation where he didn't want to be there anymore, Floyd knew that they would tap out or they would quit throwing punches. Look at Adrian Bronner.
Rod, don't you think that a quitter is a guy that is not willing to get back up after you've been knocked down 4 times? Now look at it. If you're thinking about the fight going the distance and you're AJ, you're thinking about, I've been knocked down 4 times. Can I really win a fucking a decision? Why would I put myself through this stuff again and again and again if I don't really want to be there?
It's not just that. It's the way. It's that whole sequence and the way he stopped fighting. I'll give you a quick example. Adrian Bronner. The first time he fought Maidana, he probably got his ass whooped more than he ever got whooped in any of his 4 or 5 losses. But if you remember that fight, Adrian Bronner did not know how to lose. He did not know how to quit. So he continued to fight to the end. He was throwing punches. He did everything he could to keep that undefeated record. But after that loss, he would quit in a second. If a fighter come out and aggressive on him early and show him something for the first 4 or 5 rounds, he'll stop throwing punches and he'll go into survival mode because he learned how to lose. And that's what I'm saying with AJ. The way AJ stopped fighting in that fight, he didn't go out on his shield. He continued. He just laid down to me. Whereas if you look at Wilder and go watch that Luis Ortiz fight again, Wilder was basically out on his feet. He was out cold, but he didn't know how to lose. So he just continued to fight, and he fought his way through it. That's the difference. So right now, Wilder can still give you that because he doesn't know how to lose, whereas AJ, he pretty much stayed in the corner. If he quit once, Mike, I'm telling you, I'm done with Fury. But if AJ quit once, he will quit again. That's my call, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Man, great call, man. That is a good point with the Wilder thing, but definitely good call. Man, big ups to Ness, man. He out there in the DR, you know what I'm saying? I just seen a little chat from in the chat, man. Big ups to Ness, man. Hope you enjoying your vacation and hope you enjoying your cave diving and your horseback riding and your beach walks and all that good fun shit while we're here hard working, you know what I'm saying? But big ups to you, brother. Thanks for the opportunity and thanks for letting me lead this ship in the right direction. Going out to Mr. B on Skype. Mr. B on Skype, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
What up, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, the conversation is good. I like it. But Reese won fair and square. He has really fast hands. I think that I knew. I mean,
no.
I kind of knew.
We're not debating on if Ruiz won or not. We're debating on if you agree with Fury saying that if the AJ quit and if he quit once, he'll quit again. And if he
I think the rematch goes probably the same way. I don't think AJ. It's the style. It's the style. That's what it is. AJ. Yeah, got good muscles. He got good muscle definition and whatnot. But that doesn't win you fights. You know, a lot of these young boxers, a lot of these boxers nowadays, they think, oh, I'm ripped. You know, I got this. You know, I got this great body. I'm gonna win a fight, and that doesn't win you fights. You know, that doesn't win you fights. I mean, yeah, you come in with a good condition and whatnot, but it doesn't guarantee you a win. You know, so yeah, definitely. I think if the rematch happens, I think that AJ, if he doesn't quit, I think Reese will dominate him.
If he loses
You
to
know,
Andy again, should AJ call it quits? Should he retire? Should he pack it up?
nah, not like that. I don't think he should. I don't think he should. I don't think he should retire. But you know, I don't think he should retire. But I mean, it's up to, at the end of the day, it's up to him. You know, he's 29 and he's
I
about
mean,
to
you're
be
AJ.
30. I think.
Like, think about it. If you lose to Andy again, where do you go from there? Like, what is it out there for AJ? Does a Dylan Whyte rematch interest Dylan Whyte if there's no titles on the line? I mean, even though that Dylan Whyte came out and said that if AJ loses 10 times, I still want to fight him because we have that 1-1 thing going on. That I beat him in the amateurs, he beat me in the pros, so we got to settle it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a money fight. I mean, they're both from England, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, they can take that fight out there, make some money, make a little bit of money out there. I mean, but well, and here, I mean, here in the States, I mean, it's probably not going to make that much money. But I mean, if he wants to, if he's considering fighting Wilder, I mean, he needs to get those belts back, and you know, beat Reese in a dominant way, which I don't think that's going to happen. And even if he does beat Reese, you know, which I highly doubt, and he makes that Wilder fight happen, I think Wilder, based on the hand speed, I think Wilder beats him anyways.
All right, Mr. B, man. Thanks for your call, bro. Thanks for calling in. We're gonna go out to Anon on Skype. Anon from the UK. Talk to me, homie. What's going on with you, man? Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're doing your thing, by the way. So yeah, keep holding it down while Ness is on holidays.
I appreciate it, homie.
Yeah, I feel like Joshua, he's gonna come back and he's gonna sort out Ruiz. Like, I don't know why everyone's sort of panicking about the situation and all that kind of stuff. Like, Joshua's an Olympic gold medalist. He's a world champion. He beat Klitschko. Ruiz isn't about to beat Klitschko and.
So you think it's more of what AJ wasn't prepared for or didn't do than what Ruiz did?
I just feel like AJ is going to use his jab a lot more. You know, he's going to assert himself a lot more. I'm not going to lie. When I saw the first round, I saw the way AJ was sort of pouring with his jab. It was a bit weird to me. You know what I mean? But I suppose AJ was just looking for the knockout. He was looking to do what Deontay Wilder done, isn't it? So he was looking for something extraordinary. But yeah, the next fight, AJ is going to be, you know, he's going to be using his jab a lot more, asserting himself. I can't see how Ruiz is going to be beating AJ for a second time, if AJ's mind is right, that is. And in terms of Tyson Fury talks shit, man. Everybody knows this. You know? He talks so much shit. Like, he said that he wants to fight Dylan Whyte in the next few weeks. He's saying that, I don't want to fight Dylan Whyte. His mind is everywhere, isn't it? So hopefully we see AJ smash Ruiz up, and then we start to see that the big heavyweight fights in 2020. Hopefully we see Joshua get his 3 belts back and fight Wilder, fight Fury for the undisputed titles. That, you know, get rid of all these Ruizes and all these guys. And yeah, hopefully we see Dylan Whyte try and get his shot as well, because it seems like you know, I think I said a long time ago that Dylan Whyte and Oscar, what's his name? Oscar
Wilde. I mean Oscar Rivas.
Oscar Rivas, yeah. Oscar Rivas is going to be a mandatory, and I said that, and Ness was trying to say, nah, it's
Yeah,
not going to
you,
be.
you
But
did
yeah,
say that, man.
it is going to be
That's
that.
laugh at your ass.
So,
And it turns out
huh?
to be that it's going to be for the interim title.
Exactly. Yeah.
What,
So interim title.
well,
and
that's the
Eddie Hunt.
yeah, that's the proposal that Eddie laid out yesterday when I watched that interview. So I don't know
Yeah.
if they have already accepted the WBC proposal or not. But if they do, then that fight with Revis will be a mandatory, I believe, a mandatory selection, and will be for a interim title. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and after 500 days or so, like Eddie can take them to court. You know what I mean? Because that's just ridiculous. How can you be waiting for 500 days for a title shot? Like Wilder needs to stop running, and I'm a fan of Wilder, but he needs to stop running from Dana White. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's running. I just think there's a bigger fight for Wilder out there to be made, and he really wants that Fury rematch. But Anon, man, thanks for your call. We appreciate you calling in. We're gonna go out to a mastermind from Texas, you know what I'm saying? Border Wars 6 contestant, my guy, your guy, our guy, Joseph, man. What's going on?
What's going on, Mike? Good morning, brother.
Oh, you finally got the motherfucking intro right. About time. Oh, we getting somewhere, baby. We getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're figuring it out. You doing all right this morning, Mike?
Yeah, man. I'm living life, man. Enjoying life.
There you go. No, man. I just want to say, you know what? To what Fury said, there is a point. I mean, if you, I remember always watching a video with Fernando Vargas, who was a fighter I watched a lot coming up, and he talked about once how his original trainer, the Big G, Eduardo Garcia, said, once a fighter quits once, that's the hardest part about quitting is the first time. After that, it'll happen over and over again. He talked about that when he fought, when Vargas fought Yuri Boy Campos, how Yuri Boy had, even though he had much more experience than Vargas, he had quit before. So if Vargas could just dig deep and take him deep, he would quit, and he did. And that's a little bit of what you see in fighters, but I still don't think AJ quit. I think, like I said, he just was done. And a reason I think that as well is because, he's asking for the rematch back in the States. If you quit and didn't want that work, I don't think you'd be pushing for that. I actually agree with Eddie Hearn. I think it was a good stoppage. Mike, I kind of got to disagree with what you said a little bit earlier. I know we like to see these guys go out on their shield, but at the same time, he has a son, I believe, and
I'm just of the mindset the way he reacted when the ref waited off.
Yeah.
So it seemed like he was upset
yeah.
that the ref waited off. So that tells me that he had something left to give.
Now, the way he reacted to was kind of like a fake upset. I think that was just to save face.
Okay.
Because he didn't push for it, and if you felt like it was a bad stoppage, I think he would have pushed more. He kind of just like, oh no, man, and then just You know what I mean? His if you look after it, he was almost like, oh shit. It was almost like he was like, damn, you know what I mean? One of those type of deals. But that's my call, Mike. I'll let you know if I want to boom back in.
All right, man. Let me know if you want to use that boomerang stainless. You want to use your boomerang stainless? Let me know. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah, I get in on it.
Go ahead.
First off, I was so pissed on that Tyson Fury tangent. I ain't even ask how you doing today, man. Happy Monday to you.
Shit, I'm cool. It's Monday.
Yeah, I know.
We got a long week in front of us. And yeah, everybody, I will be doing the Tyson Fury media call today at 12. So be back in about an hour and a half for the Tyson Fury media call. Let's cross our fingers and hope Mike get a couple questions.
Man, they probably listening to us right now and they're gonna let you get no questions in because we're going in so hard on Tyson Fury, asking why he back to fight bums.
The boxing voice.
Boxing
voice. My Soldier Boy voice.
I just, I don't look the debate on whether Joshua quit or not. That's gonna be ongoing. Either way, the L is the L.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I got more respect for the fact that the man still want the rematch. They talking that he wanted in the States. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury, he went to like Joshua clearly got KO. You know what I'm saying? It was a good stoppage. It was a good TKO. I mean, none of us are arguing that man was not out on his feet for at least 3 to 4 rounds of that fight. You know what I'm saying? But Fury got up. He didn't look wobble like most of us, including Fury, are still amazed and in shock and wonder on how this dude stood back up from that impressive fast knock, which should have been a knockout from Deontay Wilder.
Like Wilder
but
said,
he ain't taking
nigga, the first one put him to sleep, the second one woke him up.
Woke him back up, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't looking for that rematch, and he didn't quit. So how you gonna give him our respect? You know what I'm saying? Like this dude talking, yeah, I want the immediate rematch, and I want it back at the same place where I lost.
Yeah,
and
but
you
Eddie
ain't
came
trying to,
out, man. Eddie came out, I believe, like yesterday on his Twitter and put out 3 UK venues: Wembley, Cardiff, or the Principality Stadium. And all 3 of them, man, guess what? All 3 of them hoes outside, man, nigga. They trying to freeze Andy, bro, in December.
Man, it ain't gonna matter to Andy, man. You know, Mexicans, they work hard, bro. They come over here, they be picking strawberries, oranges, doing whatever the fuck they tell you.
I don't know too many of them that fuck with that cold though, bro. I'm just being real with you, my nigga.
Shit, man. Mexicans everywhere, bro.
That's true. That's true.
They everywhere. Even in spots us niggas won't go.
You damn right. You know damn well I'm not going to no motherfucking nigga Montana, no cold ass thing like that. But all right,
no, sir. And they be out there. All right, man. Peace, Mike.
All right, big dog. Well, I think that's the last caller we got to. If you wasn't able to call today on Skype, Robert Bonilla, are you a boomerang? I don't think you are. I don't think so. Nah, he ain't no boomerang.
Nah, not yet. I'm upgrading though. Next week.
Let me know when you upgrade. We'll definitely come back to you.
Yes, sir.
Yo, let me boom in real quick, Mike.
All right, go ahead, Joseph.
Yo, Stanley's got a point though, man. Look, trust me, coming from a big Mexican, the cold don't bother me. It's the heat that gets to me, but I can deal with it. So
I thought y'all loved it.
Andy gonna be all right. He got that extra
I'm
blanket
black
of warmth.
as hell, and I absolutely love the sun. Like I can't get enough of it.
No, man, but he'll be good. But now, what was I say? But yeah, no, I think they really want to put Andy at every disadvantage. I think Eddie Hearn
so too,
does, though.
Joseph. I think because when I seen those stadium venues, I'm just like, in November, December, ain't it cold?
But you know what I kind of like, and I don't know how it is all, but from the UK people that we know and we've talked to, they want AJ to come back over here and do it. They don't want, they're like, no, man, go get that. You know what I mean? So hopefully the UK public can pressure Eddie Hearn to say, no, we don't want this here. We want him to go get that give back.
Sugar Ray came out and said, shit, if it went wrong at Madison Square Garden, that's where it needs to be set right at.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, we'll see what happens. Most definitely, Mike, appreciate you putting in the hard work, man. We'll see you here in a little bit at the next call.
Okay. Somebody's telling me that Cardiff has a roof. The roof can open it. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully they leave it closed. And hopefully don't try to freeze my guy Andy. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to be part of the conversation, all thing you got to do is add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be a part of the conversation. And I'll definitely get out there to you. Jay Court, I try to get to you, but for some reason, your shit wasn't working right. Big ups to everybody out there in the chat. Don't forget, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. I will be back for the Tyson Fury media conference call at 12 o'clock, so be on the lookout for that. We got podcasts that we did last night on the Triple G and Rose, how that went, and this weekend's past action. Yeah, man. Well, I guess I'm about to get up out of here, man. My final thoughts are, I wouldn't say that Joshua quit, so I can't really agree with the statement. If you quit once, you'll quit again. When it pertains to Anthony Joshua, because I didn't see that in that fight. But when taking the statement as like just a general statement, I do believe if you quit once, you will quit again. We've seen that. It numerous times. You know what I'm saying, over the landscape of boxing. I don't want to say any certain names because I don't want anybody to like be mad or anything like that. But it does seem to get easier when you lose, or when you're able to say, I don't want to continue. And hopefully that's not the case with Joshua. Hopefully he comes back bigger, stronger than ever. Hopefully Andy comes back bigger and stronger than ever, and we get another great fight that we got the first time around. A lot of action, a lot of back and forth, a lot of suspense, a lot of drama. Both guys go down, you know what I'm saying, but only one guy is champion. That's Andy Ruiz. Be on the lookout for like I said, be on the lookout for the conference call with Tyson Fury. Also, follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And you can also follow my podcast, Conflicting Ignorance. Follow that YouTube channel. It's on YouTube. I will be doing a NBA preview for Game 5, and I will be doing a live game chat tonight on the third and fourth quarter. So be on the lookout for that. I'm working hard, man, trying to give you guys plenty of content. And yeah, man, I guess I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.